Hello and welcome to the Sharpshooter. Today my guest is Jay Cowan. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well, Ollie. How are you?
Good. Actually, excellent as I finished my work. Okay, who are your favorite wrestlers?
My favorite wrestlers when I was growing up, there's two that stick out. I mean, I had tons of favorites. I actually watched wrestling for like a really long time when I was young. But the two that stick out big time was number one, the icon Sting. He was huge for me. Even back when he had like the surfer crazy face paint, but then when he started dressing like the Crow and coming down from the ceiling with a baseball bat, he was one of my favorites. And then my other big one was The Rock. When I got like a little bit older, The Rock was huge to me. I used to literally sit there in my bathroom at my mom's house and look in the mirror and try to get my eyebrow to do this so I could practice and look just like him. And I did it so much that literally my grandma used to call me the Pebble. So it would be the Rock. So it would be the Rock and the Pebble, and she used to like take photos and put them next to each other.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah, those are great picks there. Great choices, Jay.
Like
Okay,
one of my favorite, actually my second favorite is definitely John Cena.
Oh yeah, John Cena is awesome. What makes him What makes him one of your favorites?
I don't know. I've been wanting a card of him ever since.
Well, what do you like about him? He's funny. He's yeah.
Can't see me.
Can't see me. You like his style. You like his moves, and we'll talk about that next. But who else do you like?
One of yours, The Rock.
Oh, The Rock is awesome, right?
But John Cena and The Rock have faith, but The Rock beat him.
I mean, when you're going all time, I feel like The Rock's got to be up there.
And in third, definitely Kid Chaos.
Oh, Kid Chaos. My daughter, actually, when that movie came out, she was obsessed with that movie too, and she loved Kid Chaos too. We used to watch that movie like 3 times a week when it came out.
It's called The Main Event. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Ollie was inspired, and that was the inspiration for his
It's me.
character. He's Kid Chaos now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So tell us more about Kid Chaos.
I don't know.
Finishing moves.
Yeah. Favorite finishers.
What about? We'll start with. Why don't you start with what Kid Chaos likes to use for his finishers?
Flying razor slash.
Flying razor slash.
You do not.
All right.
You do not want to know what that does.
Sounds like you're gonna cut somebody open.
Tell us about it. What do you do?
I get on the ropes and to jump onto their necks.
Oof.
Whoa.
That sounds
like a powerful finisher right there.
Sounds brutal, dude. What else?
Electric punch.
The electric punch.
All right.
You know even what that does to people?
What does it do?
I get on the rope and then jump and then punch them.
So is it like an extreme version of a Superman punch?
Even powerful.
Whoa.
So, wow, I don't know how we follow that up, but we'll try. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. What else? What else you got?
OC attack.
The OC attack, huh?
What's the OC attack?
The wrestler charges at me, but then I charge at them. But I hit them in the stomach with my head.
Ah, so it's like a headbutt to the gut?
But the reason is my head is like a hammer. That's why my Googling used to call me Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, that's awesome.
And I used to be busting people's lips.
Oh, when you were grappling?
No. I also bite people sometimes. Not anymore, though.
Hey, you can't do that in the dojo, but anything's allowed on the street.
Dojo.
Like in the gym. training where we train.
Me no.
Yeah. Well, let's ask Jay what some of his favorite finishers are.
Your favorite finishers?
My favorite finishers? I definitely always liked the submissions when I was growing up, like Boston Crabs and whatever. So like Sting did the Scorpion Deathlock, and I always thought that was awesome. Bret Hart with the Sharpshooter, which obviously your podcast is named after, was awesome. Chris Benoit doing the Crippler crossface. Any of the ones that looked like they were crazy painful and would make the guys tap out, I always thought they were awesome.
Nice choices. Yeah.
All of mine are really painful. I also have the ankle breaker, which breaks almost your ankle.
Yeah, I'm sure that would make tons of people submit.
Who has a version of that? Who else does that, Ollie? Wrestler that we like. He has a gold medal.
Oh. Yeah, but I jump on their ankle with my feet.
Yeah, it's a little different, but he also attacks their ankle. Who is that?
Kurt Angle.
That's right.
Wait, his name is like Ankle, so I think that's the name of that baby.
Yeah, ankle. Hey, you might be onto something.
Favorite tag teams?
Favorite tag teams? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know if you're gonna know these guys, they're a little bit older, but I used to really like the Steiner brothers because when I was growing up, I actually did amateur wrestling, like wrestled in high school and wrestled when I was young. So, and the Steiner brothers, they still wore the singlets and the headgear that looked like they were like college wrestlers. So I always thought that was so cool. And one of them was just like huge, Scott Steiner. He was like jacked. He was gigantic. And then his other brother, Rick, used to act like a bulldog. And he used to literally come in the ring and like get down on his all fours and growl and rip things apart as if he was a bulldog. But so they were awesome. And then a little later, I like the Hardy Boys. Who else was big? Oh, and then obviously the NWO guys, the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They were awesome.
Is that picture in one of my magazines you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have it in my magazine.
Yeah, we were just looking at, but the Steiner brothers, Daddy also likes them a lot. Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were so awesome back in the day.
My turn.
Go for it.
Yeah, who are your favorite?
The Usos.
Oh yeah, the Usos are cool.
New Day.
I like the New Day too.
And I don't know any others that I like.
Yeah, I think those are the ones you focus on the most. But we should check out some of Jay's favorites.
Like research them.
Yes, that's right. We will.
Hey, don't you live in?
Well, go ahead, Jay. You wanted to say something about the New Day?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think New Day's like their gimmick is really cool. Like just everything they've done with where it's sort of supposed to be this like Southern evangelical kind of style of like preacher guys almost, but what it's like become and all their little side gimmicks and how colorful they are and awesome. Like I just think they're a great tag team and everything they do like just goes over and works.
I agree.
Hey, you live in Philadelphia, right?
That's right.
Do you like the Eagles and Sixers?
I do.
Go on.
Yeah, tell us more about your appreciation of your hometown teams.
Well, I'm a huge 4-for-4 Philly sports fan, so that means I follow all four major sports, whether it's Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers. As of right now, it's actually a pretty cool time because until the Eagles this past year have all of a sudden not done so well, but it was where almost all four teams were doing fairly well. It was like a really good like era for Philly sports, and it still kind of is because the Sixers are basically number one. I think they're in first place right now, and then you got Joel Embiid is basically playing like the MVP, and then for the Phillies you got Bryce Harper just signed last year, who's $300 million man. So that gives this like shining star for the Phillies. And the Flyers, same thing, young team. They signed Carter Hart, who is like a 20-year-old goalie who's just been a stud. And the only team that seems to not be able to figure it out right now is the Eagles. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big Carson Wentz fan. So when he went out the door, I was like, oh no, now I gotta ride with Jalen Hurts, but we'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of Jalen Hurts, all he wanted to show you.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, go old school on him too.
Uh-oh.
Of course, we gotta do Reggie White.
Oh yeah, Reggie White's the man. Forever a legend. You can wear that jersey right now in Philly and people will love it. But Jalen Hurts, man, we're hoping. Like I said, I'm gonna ride with him no matter what. He's my guy now, even though I was a fan of Wentz. So I'm hoping that card becomes really worth something one day because he kills it so much in Philly.
Yeah, so are we. We're rooting for him. And we actually have another piece of memorabilia that I think you'll enjoy that Ollie wants to show off. We don't get too many Philly fans on here, so while we can.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is for me.
See if you can see.
Oh yeah. Know that one. Yeah, the ultimate weapon.
Yes.
The ultimate weapon, Randall Cunningham. I actually have that same jersey that he's wearing in that photo. Yeah.
Hey Daddy, can I show him that thingy up there next to Nick Williams' autograph card?
Oh, you want to show him that? Okay.
Okay.
Well, while we're at it, he wants to show you.
Really? Yeah.
All right. There you go.
My basketball trophy, 2019-2020 rookie.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. That was your first year playing basketball?
Yeah, but I only played for 1 year.
Yeah, but how'd you like it? You gonna keep playing?
Well, Mommy signed me up for baseball.
Wow,
I played with
nice.
the Cubs in baseball.
Oh, there you go.
I played with the Cubs before, and now I'm playing with the Giants. Maybe if I play baseball again, I could be playing for the Phillies. I don't know.
Hey, I would love to see that one day. I actually work for the Phillies in the summer, so I'd work at a lot of the home games. I know you guys. Do you guys watch a lot of baseball?
No.
Not as much as the other sports, but
Yeah.
but we do follow it.
The Dodgers have won the World Series in 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you guys ever seen when they do the StatCast replays?
I have.
It's like where they show like how if a home run went 500 yards, it'll have a tracer on the ball that follows it.
Yeah,
and shows you how far they went. Yeah, so that's what I do for the Phillies in the summertime. So I'm in the studio doing that.
That's fun. That's awesome.
So hopefully, if you keep up with baseball, maybe one day we'll be tracking your home runs.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? You know what's funny? The very first team I played on, Little League, was the Phillies.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
I was the team back on Guam when I was, I don't know, 7 or 8. Was the Phillies. Our coach was a huge. I believe he was from Philly. He moved to Guam, and so he decided to name our team the Phillies. So it's my little Philly connection. You know,
that was literally gonna be my next question. Like, how did the name Phillies go to Guam? Because it's not like it's like the Tigers or the Cubs or something. It's like random.
Yeah.
I play for the Cubs.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a great team name.
Hey, and 2 people that I knew in my class, I had to face them. Mm-hmm.
You had to play against them?
Noah and Adam.
Yeah.
Adam played for the Giants, and I'm playing for the Giants now, but I think he's not on the team.
No, he moved on, but that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to compete with your friends. With your buddies.
And I don't know if Noah's still on the Red Sox.
I don't think he is. I think they mixed it up, Ollie. It's a whole new league. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
To be honest, the Cubs and all my friends, that was really fun.
I'm sure. But I'm sure whatever team you end up on, you'll have some friends or you'll make some friends.
Yeah, it's time for some new memories, pal.
Hey, actually, I forget. Can you tell us about your ride?
Can I tell you about what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
tell us about your art?
Oh, my art, yeah. Yeah, so I've done art pretty much my whole life. It's always been something that I worked on, but in the past few years, it kind of took a back seat. But once COVID hit and coronavirus has us all spending a lot more time at home than we have in the past few years and all that, I started getting a lot back into it and just working on it every day and using it as something for me to do to pass the time so I didn't go crazy in the house all day. And so, yeah, I started doing some artwork that was actually inspired by COVID and also really inspired by American traditional tattooing and old school tattoo looks. So that's what almost all of the work looked like at first, was very old school traditional tattoo style imagery, but with some sort of funny or clever twist surrounding COVID. And that was sort of how I got like people interested in it again. And then once I got people to like start following it and following my page and buying some of the art and all that, I just started doing whatever I wanted, whatever design I felt like doing that day. And now I've kind of branched out into just general anything.
Speaking of art, sometimes my teacher so a lot of times on different days than Monday and Friday, she tells us to draw things and then hide our spelling words inside of those.
That's pretty cool.
And do you know what Pokemon is?
Yes.
You draw
Oh yeah,
Pokemon things?
I actually, it's funny. So when I was younger, I played Pokemon, I played the video games, I had the cards, I did all that stuff. And then I didn't do it for a long time. I just, for whatever reason, I outgrew it or whatever. But now my daughter plays Pokemon on the video game. And so she is actually always asking me to draw Pokemon for her. So me and her are always drawing them and coloring them. And I even started buying her cards and games and all this stuff. It's like, you know how it is. Everything retro comes back again.
Yeah, Ollie's constantly drawing Pokemon, and we got cards, we got books.
I want to show you something that I got from Daddy's friend.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that like a whole deck?
Yeah, it's a Champions
test book, and it has like all of these things.
Yeah,
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, you got hooked up, dude.
And want to see?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Want to see some of the cards that we got? And
yeah, sure.
These ones were already opened. Got a rock ruff, a potion, which we already, a scraggy. Oops, that shouldn't be in there. A 110 Sharpedo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which
ones are your favorite kinds to draw?
What do you mean, draw?
Draw.
You know how you like drawing Pokemon? Who do you like to draw?
Like open?
No. When you do your art, who do you like to draw? What Pokemon?
So like I never really draw Pokemon, but I draw the Pokemon for my school. It was crazy. I like to draw like Mew, Pikachu, Squirtle, because those are the ones I usually draw. Bulbasaur and Charmander. Ooh, a 3-numbered Pokemon, Machamp.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, Machamp.
If it does dramatic punch, it does 200 damage to you, your Pokemon.
I feel like you can steal some of their moves as pro wrestling finishers.
Yeah, I think I should. I want to show you more cards.
Help you put that away real quick.
And it's like shiny.
Yeah, it's a very cool box. Appreciate that artwork right there.
And we got last night we got a new card.
Oh yeah.
It was 210 though.
Yeah, it's so much fun, isn't it?
Who inspired your art?
Said who inspired my art? A lot of American traditional tattoo artists, mostly. To be honest, one of my biggest influences is Sailor Jerry, and he was this really famous tattoo artist. Around like World War I time, like 1930s. He used to tattoo a lot of soldiers and naval officers and all that kind of stuff. All these guys that were enlisted in the army, they would come and get tattoos from him. But then he basically developed this style that then a ton of other American tattoo artists, pretty much the whole scene, they kind of copied it, and everybody would make it their own and change it. And so I, for whatever reason, have leaned towards that so much in my art. But like I said, I always like to take it and then make it something new. So it's not the same exact ones that everybody has been doing for the last 100 years. It's kind of taking it and putting a modern twist on it. But also, oh my God, there's so many other artists. That's like a really, it's actually a really hard question because there's so many good ones out there. But honestly, I take inspiration from a lot of the local Philly art scene. There's a lot of people that I know. I go to shows all the time in the area and galleries and check out stuff. And I'm always inspired by people around me. Whenever you see somebody else doing something good or something cool, it automatically motivates you to want to make your stuff cool or make your stuff better or try harder. Just like, anything else, like you were talking about earlier about competing against your friends in sports. It's kind of the same thing with art. It's just, it's just different because you're doing art instead of sports, but the mindset's the same.
Shall we tell everyone about our upcoming project?
Oh, you want me to tell everybody about it?
Sure.
Or we can show them. Why don't we show them? I got something here. We can show them.
You already showed him, didn't we?
Yeah, here we go. Here, Jay, you can speak about. So here it is, everybody.
So basically, I know you guys were already doing shirts, that said positivity in pro wrestling, which is an amazing tagline, I must say, because who doesn't like pro wrestling, and being positive is always amazing. It's only going to affect people in a good way. So I saw that you guys were doing shirts, and then I was already doing some artwork, and you guys reached out to me talking about possibly collaborating on something, and it just so happened, it was funny, I was already working on a design that had the luchador mask. So I was like, this is perfect. I'm already doing a design, that sort of goes with pro wrestling and speaks to everybody. And then I just added the banners with the words, and it came up with a cool design. We all agreed on it. And as for the whole sales of it and using the proceeds to benefit NAMI, which is something that we've talked about, I just thought it was a perfect project. It was something that there was no way I could say no to,
Yeah, it's so awesome. The positivity in pro wrestling, that kind of mantra. Who helped us come up with that, or who actually gave it to us? We didn't even help.
Mauro Ronaldo.
Mama.
Yeah, the homie Mauro. Yeah, that was all Mauro. He blessed us with that. So we just kind of been trying to pay it forward and keep it going. And thank you for, being.
I forgot about something. Speaking of the art.
Hold on.
One sec, actually.
Now, Ollie, after all that Jay just said, helping others, what do you have to say about that? What do we talk about, and what do we learn?
Mental health.
That's right. So the charity that we're supporting is a mental health charity. And do you know anything about mental health, Ollie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell us.
Some people have some mental health issues.
Yes, they do, and they don't know how to find help, or they don't know what's going on, right? And they need help, and they need some friends, and they need people they can talk to, right?
That's not me. I have a lot of money. I'm still happy, and I have tons of friends. But I have an enemy, which I never want to talk about.
Yeah, well, see, you're in a good place, but not everyone is in a good place, right? They need help. So that's what we're going to help contribute towards, because not everybody out there is handling COVID and the lockdowns and the pandemic as well, or just life in general, right? So we need to try and help people whenever we can, right, Ollie?
Mm-hmm. Can I show you?
And sometimes even the people who have all that stuff that you just said, they still don't feel okay up here. I have a lot of people in my family and people in my life that have dealt with some mental health issues, and because of that, actually people in my family already donate and help out with NAMI. So this is like perfect, and something that we should probably all work towards trying to help people, because a lot of times we don't even know that these people in our life need help.
That's right.
Yes.
So we're going to do our part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Hey, you wanted to show, before we go, Jay something else? Okay.
So I got this Pokemon book. It goes in order, but it's not a drawing book. So it like tells you their names and all that, and it tells you the moves they can do.
Oh, sweet. Is that for the game? Is that for the game or for the cards?
No, it's just like to research.
Oh, okay. All right.
And here's something I bet you could learn how to draw a Pokemon.
Oh, sweet.
And I could learn. So do you know who the people that we'll start with are gonna be? Definitely.
No, who?
Of course, the Pikachu's gonna be first.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Next, another Pikachu.
Most popular guy.
Bulbasaur. Charmander. Squirtle. Meowth.
yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
Maybe we should.
Maybe one day, maybe for the next collaboration, it'll be a Pokemon theme. Huh?
Yeah, we're
There
having
you
a
go.
brand new podcast upcoming called "Gotta Catch 'Em All."
Nice.
Again.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you.
Well, I'm already booked on the next one.
Yeah, there we go. See, I told you Jay was could speak on many things, right? That he was into a lot of cool stuff that we were into.
And I actually have one more question for you. So you know how we did the shirt, and the shirt has the luchador mask on it. Did you have any favorite wrestlers who wore the mask?
Oh, definitely Rey Mysterio.
Exactly, the number one of all time, right?
Yeah.
But when I was growing up, there was a bunch though. There was Ultimo Dragon and Psychosis and La Parka and all these other guys. I mean, there's a bunch of luchadors out now too, but yeah, Rey Mysterio's got to be the best.
And speaking of Ray, do you know his finisher?
Oh man, a 620-90.
That's
Gotta take
right.
off my hat.
Oh yeah. Well, Jay, we have to bust this thing out. This was kind of the inspiration for it all, as you mentioned. How could we forget? But this is actually one of Ray's masks.
Real one.
It's been autographed,
Wow.
and our friends at Roots of Fight hooked that.
That's so awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
So what better way to sign off than to have Ollie turn into Kid Chaos with his
Right.
Mysterio mask. So
Yeah, that's got to be the crown jewel.
well, thanks for your time, buddy. We're excited about the collaboration. What do you say,
it's
Ollie?
one that he wore in a fight.
Wow, that's incredible.
Well, let's thank Jay for coming on, and we're excited about the collaboration, aren't we?
Definitely.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me on, guys. Absolutely. I can't wait to get it going too. And hopefully we can sell some shirts and help make a difference.
Yes, sir.
Definitely for sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Bye.